Hi guys, welcome back. This is now issue 74 of Build the Future DeLorean. So, I hope the new schedule is working out for you. I know it's obviously one a week now, but it's certainly a lot easier for me, and I guess that's a good thing on my part. But no, I do understand it can be frustrating when you just want to crack on and watch a build, and. But anyway, without further ado, let's have a look. I'm just going to have a knife and see what we get in this part. So, okay, in this issue, I'm going to open this up. And then we'll have a little look. See what we got. So, we've got the hinge panel. Which is what we had on the other door. We've got another hydraulic arm, and again, we've had all these parts we've had before for the other door. So yeah, we've got another hydraulic arm that isn't actually hydraulic. We get an arm plate, which is this small piece here. And we also get this black plastic that doesn't say what it is in the magazine, but as you should all know by now, maybe you don't, this is actually a wedge to hold the doors open if you rather display it with a door or the doors open. So you would use these to wedge the door open, and there's nothing said about it in the magazine at all. So this is just guesswork, and I sort of guessed that when I saw the last one. So that is what that part is for, so we don't need that for the moment. So, the first thing we're going to need to do, or I'm going to need to do, oh sorry, forgot the screws, we get QM and NM screws. Okay, I'm just going to move this aside just for the moment, and I'm going to bring in a towel, just to cushion the metal parts. So we're going to need the door that we did in the last issue, and then we're going to be working on this top part here where we put those brackets last time in issue 73. So the first step is to, with NM screws, I'm just going to grab a screwdriver. There we go. We're going to take the hinge panel, okay, and then we're going to pop that on and just sit that on there like so. Now when you do this, make sure the cable goes through this little slit, and I'll show you that on the side camera. You should be able to just see that there, so it goes through a nice slit there. And then we're going to secure that in with 4 of the NM screws, just in the holes at the top there. Sorry for the musical screwdrivers, just finding a good one. So that is one screw in. I'm going to do them diagonally, so one there, then I'll do the other corners. And then I'll do this third one. and then the last screw just down here. Okay, so that was steps 1 and 2. So step 1 was just lining this cable up to fit through the groove there, and then step 2 was securing that onto the top of the door. Okay, so step 3 and 4, just going to pop this away for the moment. Is we need to grab the frame, and we're going to be working in this part here, and I'll just show you that on the side camera. Just going to be working on this piece here, and what we need to do is put the hydraulic arm in, and you'll notice that there's some grooves here, and then on this side towards the outer side of the car, that is just going to pop and sit in there nicely like that. Okay, and then the next part, that was steps 4, just placing that in there. And then step 5 is to secure them in with, or one screw. We want a QM screw, which we received. And then with the small screwdriver, we're going to grab the with this part here that we got, pop that on, you'll notice on the framework there's a slight raised part that's going to sit in one of the holes, and then we're going to be screwing in on the remaining hole, which is further towards the middle of the car there. And then that should secure that into place. And as you can see, it's not holding it down the best, and that screw is now just spinning. So I'm going to change this screw for a KM. And we're going to be using these KMs again, and I'll explain a bit more about that in a moment. There we go, that's brilliant. So instead of using a QM in here, I've actually used a KM. Okay, and it seems to have a much better fit. Okay, so then the next part, this is part step 6, and I'll show you on this top camera. We've got a hole just here, so we're going to pop the cable through that hole. Like so. Okay, so once we've got the cable through, we're going to line these hinges up, and there's locating pins just in the top there. You may be able to just about see. Let me see if I can get a shot on the side camera. You've got a large hole and a smaller hole. So we're going to line them up. This is quite a hard job to do, just because of the size of the vehicle now. So line those up. And then once that's in place, I'm going to hold that down. Like so. And keeping a firm grip, I'm going to screw them in. Now, I'm not going to be using QM screws. They say in the magazine to use QM screws. They are no good, they are too weak. So we are now going to be using KM screws for this, because one, we've got spares, and two, it's a better fit. So I'm just going to screw these in before I lose grip. So that's one in. I'm just going to put them in so it holds for now, and then we can get a better grip. There we go, to put them in properly. There we go, so they are now in place. That's that part done. So that was step 8. Step 9, we're going to use a QM screw, and I am going to use a QM screw this time. And then you should be able to see on the side camera here. And if I lift that up, I can get a grip. We're going to attach the hydraulic arm into this hole just there. If I can get the grip. There we go. So then we should have that, and that works. And that was step 9. And then that is the steps completed. We've got both doors attached to the frame. Okay, so that was issue 74 complete. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support, should I say. And I'll see you for the next video. Take care.